We is live actually. And
We're actually
now we're legit
on the
live.
pod.
Now we're on the pod. Morning Drinkers Podcast. Welcome, Heather Nation.
Hello.
Furniture.
Good evening.
Yes, this is actually our first female.
Our first
guest.
female guest.
Oh, hey.
You're the first female guest.
What an honor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to be not very close, but as close as you can to the mic.
Okay.
And then we also have a special guest in hiding.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be on soon. I wish I would have got that. Oh yeah, cutaway camera. You're just off the.
Insert facial expression here.
Do you want to be?
We'll throw his face in
remain anonymous for right now, or what?
Or we won't throw his face in there.
No, because I'm probably gonna walk through.
Okay.
All right.
It's his name is Fernando
Gomez drums.
Gomes. Yeah, he's gonna be on soon. But you're gonna be acting as like producer a little bit today. Like I said,
You're our young Jamie.
if we need something bleeped out, we'll be like, hey.
Hey.
Yeah, well, when you're gonna note the time, all that jazz.
I'll take Cornell notes on it.
Cornell.
God, I hate him so
Gonna
much.
take Cornell notes.
I hate him so much.
Is that the one where you write on the margins?
Oh my god.
He's
No,
already
he's not on the
starting.
mic. He's not on the mic. He's not on the show. He's not on the mic. He's ostracized.
Get him a dunce hat or something.
I know, for
dude.
real.
Like,
Yeah. Anyway, welcome, dude.
welcome. Cheers
so
to
happy to
episode
be here.
23.
Cheers.
Oh, let me get you a coaster. You got to
23.
join us with the coast.
You're right. I'm
coast to coast, right?
the coast with the most. Yeah. The coastest with the mostest.
So you and Oliver actually don't even really know each other.
Thank you.
We do not.
Yeah, I think this
Yeah.
is our first time meeting
Yeah,
formally.
If anything, like formal meeting.
Yeah, maybe at a gig or
like,
something.
By, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
When was the last time you played with her?
This is the first time I've
This
ever
is the
played.
first time?
This is the
Okay,
first
then we
time.
probably
That's-
never met.
That's why I was saying, I don't know if you've
Yeah,
actually
we probably
met.
never met.
Well, and Brian was lined up to play with my band before, in April of 2020, right? So you know how that went.
Yeah.
Koof canceled it.
Who canceled a lot
It canceled
of
a lot.
shit, dude.
It canceled a
Sure
lot.
did.
Canceled a belt promotion for me, a few gigs.
Right.
And
Oh,
then,
no.
And then ironically, I almost got canceled off this gig too because it was moved.
Wait, yeah, you know, it's been a funny roller coaster of events. Like the whole gigging industry
Right.
being all full swing again has some funny, even funnier series of events that go along with saying yes to gigs, right?
Oh, yeah. But I
that's-
mean, actually, this whole past year is kind of like I've been.
Cruising.
Well, no, not just cruising, but I've done a lot of thinking, and I realized I was doing a lot of gigs that I didn't like.
Oh, we talked about this on the pod.
Right, but
In the earlier
but
episodes.
she
Yeah,
but
yeah,
she
yeah.
wasn't here, so I'm just kind of. I'm not gonna get. But yeah, as a
I'm
result,
so
I was just like, yeah, I don't really want to do a lot of these gigs. But I was down for years, obviously, and it was
Yeah,
fun.
no,
we gigged at SeaWorld today.
Now, when you texted me that, I have
Yeah.
not left SeaWorld yet. That just brought back so many memories, dude. Because the last time I was at SeaWorld,
Yeah.
if I'm correct, was prom.
Oh my
You went to
God. Did you
SeaWorld
have
on
a
prom?
prom at SeaWorld?
I went to OLP and Saints prom. I didn't even go to those schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did someone ask you out
He's
to
like,
their...
no, I just showed up.
Yeah.
So the majority of our friend group that we hung out with in high school, they went to Saints. And only like 3 of us went to Marion Mater Dei. So we're like, fuck it, let's just go to your guys's.
Wait, pause. Are you from here?
Yeah, by the way, yeah.
Because
love
if
it.
you're
I'm just
saying
dropping
that,
names, yeah, like you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from North County, San Diego. So it's kind of funny.
Are you
'cause-
familiar with those names?
Not really.
Okay, so
but
yeah,
I'm just
so-
assuming that
So
I'm following. Hey, I'm following though.
One's
I
an
get
all
it, I
boys
get
Catholic
it.
school.
Yeah,
The other one's co-ed.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
So
I see.
where part? What North County? Like Oceanside?
I mean, you know, like my mom was in Encinitas most of the time.
Okay.
And then my dad moved around everywhere. We lived in Oceanside, Escondido, San Bernardino,
Whoa. There's nothing in San
Solana Beach. We lived in some funky ass neighborhoods like east of the 5 in Encinitas when it was like before it got like a little nicer
Now it's, like,
in these
bougie.
last like 20 years.
Right.
So, but when I was little, we lived like east of the 5 Encinitas and Oceanside.
Okay.
And like Cardiff and like Lucadia. We had like
That's
this
nice though. Those are
funky.
nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I have no idea where any of those places are.
That's
All North
funny.
County. Yeah, it's all North County. Oliver actually.
Where are you from?
Oh yeah,
Because
that's
I don't know that.
Yeah. This is a nice little meet and greet here.
Yeah, this is
nice.
true.
Yeah.
Episode 23.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could say from here.
Yeah.
Not really.
No. Where are you from?
From Mexico.
Okay.
And I went to school over here. And then I went to college in Hawaii. And I came back about 2 years ago.
Like U of H or
I went to HPU.
is that
Hawaii
what-
Pacific University.
Oh, okay, cool.
Not to be confused with
University of Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah.
UH.
On Oahu. Yeah.
HPV, but yeah.
HPV,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, yeah, there's another one. The last letter is a little different.
Yeah.
They look the same.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's been pretty interesting. Hell of a ride.
Cool.
I didn't do my
Yeah.
20s in San Diego, so this is all like very, very like kind of new. So
Nice.
That's what we're bringing. So when you were mentioning North County stuff, he doesn't, because he still doesn't really know San Diego.
Yeah, like we'll
Yes.
still go to a place. I'm like, man, this is my first time being here.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, shit. I mean,
How often would you venture down to South Bay area?
I mean, as a working musician, I've gotten to know like the area, so much better.
Right.
Definitely over the last 10 years, I'd say.
How long have you been gigging, like, I guess, professionally?
7 years.
Okay.
7, 8 years now. I quit my last day job, which was at Urban Outfitters.
Oh, sick. Silence. You're not on the pod.
When is the last time you went?
I never go there too because
Hey.
I'll go like once every 3 years.
When is the last time you went into an Urban Outfitters to actually buy something?
It's so bad.
I've never bought anything
very
from
bad.
Urban
It's very bad.
Outfitters, but I've been plenty of times.
Exactly.
It's
That's
good
why.
for like stocking stuffers.
Oh,
Like my
that's not
husband and
bad.
I will get each other stocking stuffers, and it's like actually cool shit.
Oh, okay. That's not a bad
Fun
idea.
tip, Urban
Yeah.
Outfitters.
Yeah, that's a good
Christmas
reason to
gifts,
go.
cute little wholesome Christmas
There's
gifts.
different reasons.
That's a reason. That's a valid reason. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so wait. So you've been gigging for the past 7 years.
Yeah,
Solo
yeah, I
or
mean,
with other people? Like
all
when
of
like
it, all of it.
but like when you first were like, I'm gonna do this full time.
Yeah.
7 years ago, I'm gonna take the plunge. You were like, I'm gonna do this solo first, or were you like, oh, I'm gonna join like a group and take the plunge that way?
I mean, at the point at which I went full time, there had already been like somewhat of a career being
Right.
established, right? So and it's always been the foundation has always been as a soloist. So I actually really started as a soloist. Yeah, and that's like my bread and butter too.
Right.
And I've had recent realizations in similar ways as you, like in terms of not wanting to play certain gigs that I've been playing for so long. Yeah. And like the whole yes theory is like the whole like say yes to everything that you kind of have to be on a grind with when you really first start out.
Right.
Like how do you sort of bridge the gap between that and what you really want? And so I've been kind of I've been playing for a long time now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I at the point at which like I left my last day job, that was like the fall of 2014, I think.
Did you know, like, did you go in and you're all, I'm just gonna quit? Did you have a 2 weeks notice kind of thing? I mean, it's Urban Outfitters, so it's like you could just quit, like no big deal.
I mean, I was already performing. I was getting gigs here and there that were getting more exciting and playing more stages and getting more experience.
Did you tell your coworkers like, hey, like I'm a musician, come
Well,
check me out?
This is funny. So Urban
Or
Outfitters,
did you keep that separate?
they knew all about it actually, and
Did they go with, like,
I
your
would play
coworker?
mixes on the Urban Outfitters speakers when we were closed, like on a closing shift where I was closing the store out.
Oh, nice.
Like 9 p.m. rolls around, we lock the doors. I
Little way to
play
plug
like
in.
my
Yeah.
mixes to see
Yeah.
what the mix is like
Yeah.
on like a new set of speakers. Like, wow,
Right.
hello, play it at the Urban Outfitters, see about the speakers there.
Right.
And so they all knew they do events like every quarter and there's budget for them. So they hired me to
Oh,
do
sick.
a show, and they built a stage. And
This is my
they built
opportune
this
moment to quit.
really cool. It was like during the Coachella weekend, so there were a ton of people. Like we packed the Urban Outfitters with like 200
Because
people.
that's the store you go to before you go to Coachella.
I mean,
dude.
there's
It
a lot
was
of.
insane.
Wait, which
hired-
store?
It was the Carlsbad store.
Okay.
So
I've
it's
never
like
been that
very new. It's down in Carlsbad, which is where I live.
Okay.
And so that's the one I worked at. And I was like really tight with the management. They kind of wanted me to like become a manager, but they knew I was a musician, hired me for this event. I come in like a couple days after the event for a shift, and I'm like,
This is it.
Shauna,
is done.
Give my 2 weeks today.
Oh, you did
Oh, you
give
did
it
it
And
2
she-
weeks.
Oh yeah, I
You're
mean, I
nice.
did
You're
the 2
kind.
weeks.
Yeah.
You're so nice.
I'm a nicey.
You could have been
you're
like,
so-
fuck you,
Sure.
fuck you, fuck you're cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's a funny one, but no, that's a funny move to pull. But no, I'm a softie. So I was
Move I
like,
pulled.
see you later. Did a Kickstarter, and from there it's just been like good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I launched like my full-time section of my career with a Kickstarter.
That's smart. I just fucking went for it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, well, for me, I'm being a soloist and then
Right.
also an original artist, like trying to pursue that from the ground up
Yeah.
was an advantage. And then I slowly became a session musician and a teacher, and sort of more with emphasis on focusing on musicianship,
Right.
And, like, my
songwriting,
chops.
creation. Oh, okay.
you know,
Thought you were talking about-
less songwriter, more musician.
yeah.
And that's kind of been the emphasis for me.
So how often do you like? How much of your time do you spend shedding? Just shed.
It's practicing for those that don't know.
I
Shedding.
mean,
Oh, the common vernacular.
Yeah.
yeah, like, I mean, a couple hours a day, you know?
That's pretty good.
Or are you one of those like
I at
20
least-
minutes is all I need?
I at least get in. No. Like, well, it's kind of funny. Like the answer's more complicated because, like,
Give it to us, baby.
I
Lay
mean,
it on us.
I don't know how far you want me to go down the
yeah,
rabbit
go
hole.
down the
Because it's like
rabbit hole. Let's
working
get
out.
weird
Like
with
some
it.
people like to go to the gym hard for like an hour. Some
get
people
weird
it's like,
with it.
And
hey,
then there's phases too.
I just need like 20 minutes and then I'm good.
for sure.
That's a good
for
point
sure.
because there are
For sure.
phases.
Well,
Life
when
gets
you
in the
do
way.
it longer, when you do it, when you do something, okay, so you devote yourself to a craft, and you take it from some sort of place where it's like beginning to whatever, all the way, like where you're a pro or a master, like you master it. There's a spectrum, but the further you get to the mastering edge, the more phases you're going to go through because it becomes like another part of your life. You know, yeah, you really, it's part
Yeah, it's
of,
not a linear thing. It's always
it's part of this
Peaks and
current
valleys.
life. Yeah.
and twists and turns.
Yeah. Corkscrews somewhere in there.
Going upside
Yeah.
down.
And if you're going to be on more of the side of the spectrum of mastering a craft, then it's going to become its own life within
So-
your life.
Can I ask you, during the pandy, did you work on?
I mean, I clearly
okay.
Did you
I just was
did you focus more on
tickled by it.
on perfecting previous works or on making new content?
Late April was like, I have these 6 new songs. Like, let's record an EP. Like, I just well, you know, the couple of songs from that EP,
Right.
Because we've been playing them. But yeah, no, I just, you know, man. Again, long answer, but like,
We got time.
We got time, yeah.
Yeah.
We got time. Don't worry about it. It's
And you're gonna listen to everything, all right?
Fern is over there. Yeah, Fern is our ghost guest
he's our-
today.
he's our
and
producer.
yeah, he's our ghost guest.
Producer.
Busy guest.
So like
yeah,
late April, and then you're like, I got to record these 6.
Yeah. So, well, at the time that COVID hit, I had been sort of backed into a corner in life with a few things, like with just shit hitting the fan.
You
Like,
could be honest if you want, but if you don't want to talk about it, that's cool.
well, life is fucked up. You know?
Yeah, it is fucked up.
This is the nest, all right?
Yeah, this is the
nest.
trust tree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool because
also check this out. This isn't live. So if you like after we're done here, you're just like,
Hey,
hey,
cut it
Yeah.
out.
yeah, just
Yeah.
let us
Yeah.
know. And it is, or if you just don't want to share with
you
us.
know.
To be honest, I vent a lot here.
Oh,
I like, yeah.
and I bleep him all the time.
Well,
Yeah,
it's like
I
if
get
you say
bleeped a lot.
that,
I
if you
get
say
bleeped a
that,
lot.
then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
never
this is
know.
the trust tree.
You never know.
This is therapy.
do you guys want to try that aperitif? Or
Sure,
no,
I'll have a
that
tiny
it's
sip of
actually a
that.
digestif. Sorry, because we just ate.
Yeah.
Yeah, digestif.
I want to try it.
Yeah. Keep
real
it.
nonsense.
Keep it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
listening.
keep-
Yeah.
I'll
Keep
story.
rambling. Keep going.
I'll talk story. Yeah. So I have family on Oahu, by the way.
Okay.
And
Oh
so,
yeah, let's
like,
talk story.
Yeah, I'll talk story.
A little bit pigeon.
There's a little bit
You
of
know
pigeon
how
comes
to talk
out.
pigeon.
Yeah, I know how to like talk pigeon. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Continue with the story, please.
Okay, so like COVID, right, hit, and like it's just fucking life was just getting stressful already, right? And COVID hit, and I was backed into a corner with like a bunch of personal shit, and like really just so burnt out and like tired of being a soloist, and like tired of doing like I mean, I was doing like 30 gigs a month by myself with a sound system. Like no sound person, you know. We're sipping on this, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to give
Is
you
this
like
on the
full
sweet
collab.
side or?
Cheers. I think it's like a little like.
Honestly, it's
liqueur
almost like
adjustment.
it's almost like a vodka, but not really. Interesting.
All right. Well,
You know,
cheers
yeah,
to this
sip-
vodka. Not really.
It's a Greek digestif that was just brought today
Okay.
by a good
It kind
friend.
of has like a chocolatey flavor or like a sweetness.
Yeah, is that what you taste?
I just tasted fire. It's fire water, man.
Okay, hold on one second. Give me, because now my palate's different. Let me see what's up.
Let me
So-
spit in your mouth so I can.
So what do you think with the different Pilates?
Don't taste the chocolate.
You don't taste the like cocoa like qualities?
No,
Is Greece known for cocoa?
no, they're definitely not known for that.
It's weird that I taste like this weird like chocolatey.
Is it just the earthiness maybe that you're tasting?
Maybe there's
Earthy.
an earthiness
Earthy?
to an
Straight
earthy.
Straight earthy.
Like, I bring this kind of
God.
stuff up because furniture and Brian were really diligent producing and didn't really slack off as where I kind of took the vid as a vacay.
I mean, that's cool. I mean,
In the beginning, I was hitting it hard.
Yeah.
And then I fell off and slacked off like a motherfucker.
well, what's cool about when it really hit, I
There's,
had
like, raisins
had this. I was like listening to the demos for a 10-song album that I was gonna like record in the studio and do a whole tour with, and then boom, it all went on hold. And so yeah, like March, like for the rest of March, I was like gardening and doing absolutely nothing and like playing.
Bread and
Oh my god!
Did you make bread? Did you make bread?
I made like all sorts of baked goods. We made pizza. We made focaccia.
I made pizza and bagels.
We made oh my god,
Bagels.
bagels.
I made bagels.
Like where you boil them and shit. That's
Dude, you
amazing.
boil bagels?
Yeah, I boiled bagels.
You
I
sound like
yeah.
Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah, Bill, yeah. I call him dildo baggins.
Oh my god.
Good reason.
Hello.
I mean, not really.
Hello.
That's the real name.
No, but I baked sourdough as well.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got some sourdough starters from.
Do you still have starter?
We don't. We freaking.
Because it takes
we
forever to
messed
get a
it
good
up.
starter.
We messed it up.
It takes forever to get a
Can't
good
just
I'm
buy
not
starter.
good at
one
that shit.
Pre-started.
I mean, you could buy starter, but like you kind of want to see what yeast you got flying around in here.
You open the thing and let it waft some air.
Get real
Yeah,
yeasty.
no, but it was interesting. Like I took a little bit of time off and then saw like the live stream thing happening, so I jumped on that bandwagon and made like a couple of really good live streams from my room with lights and whatever phone lights.
lucrative
and
too
Facebook,
sometimes.
Instagram. Yeah,
It can be.
I
was-
did not
it
like
was
the live
really-
stream feel at all.
I mean there were a bunch of tries, but there were only like one or two really.
It can be
How many
special
have you
ones.
done?
I've never done a live
You
stream.
did the one with Maracuya.
Yeah, but you've
Yeah, but I thought but she's doing solo,
Oh.
right?
yeah.
Sorry, I'm pointing.
the couple
Yeah.
of.
I'm like,
It's okay.
This
You
guy,
can do that.
Hey, this guy.
This guy.
Yeah. This heather. Yeah.
That was like,
But you did it solo.
yeah, I did a couple solo
Yeah.
because it was like, I did one like a couple weeks in, and then I did like a little pedal board tutorial, like on my pedal board with the looper and everything, and I did a bunch of tries, but there were two that were like really special.
Are they
and,
still up?
Like made dope tips.
Did you do it Twitch or?
There's I just did like on my laptop Facebook Live and on my phone Instagram Live.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And, like-
do those save or are those cataloged or no?
The ones on Facebook are. So if you go on there, you'll see them. They're
I think
like
the ones on Insta Live are as well.
there's this one. I'll be able to see it if you go to like I
'Cause,
think
like-
it's Heather Nation. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can totally just search for it.
Heather Nation and just that's it.
Yeah, it's
That's
on
what
my.
Facebook looks like?
There, it's that first one. It's on my personal page because what's a business Facebook page? What even is that?
For real,
you know.
right?
So
But if you
videos?
did this, videos. Okay, I was like, if you did this back in, I'm gonna have to scroll through your thing. But no.
Heather's videos, that little tabby.
Videos of Heather.
Oh,
make
check
sure.
out that one with the yellow nonsense at the
one?
down and to the left, the second one over.
This one.
That one. That one was
Nonsense.
the yellow nonsense. I'm so
Oh, it's coming out of the TV. Hold on one second. No worries.
I just had I use this pedal board that's got a looper on it that controls my voice and my guitar. So I just put that through my Blues Junior and had my voice coming out of my Blues Junior. And it had this crazy tube sound, like analog voice sound.
Cool,
and there was
cool
frogs
vibe.
in the background because there's these frogs by my bedroom that every night there's frogs.
Really?
Yes, dude. At that window right there, there's this little
They're just like
gutter
little
thing,
wild frogs?
and there's frogs every spring that are just like rah, rah, all night long.
Are they ever in sync? Or is
Oh,
it,
dude, one
or is it
triggers
call and
the whole
response?
thing. One triggers the whole thing, and then they go off, and then they just stop all at once.
Whoa.
You can probably.
Do you ever record them? You should record them and then have it as part of like your like one of the songs or albums where
That
it's
would
like
be really sick.
Yeah.
So like one of my homies in Portland,
Sick.
he's one of these like sound engineers that he'll go into the forest for like 3 days
Yeah,
and record just nature sounds.
that's so cool.
And then he'll recreate like a room
Yeah.
and he'll make it all blend in so it makes you feel like you're in that.
yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that so much. Like you're creating an environment,
Yeah.
which is ideally what you want.
We did that
and
for
that
the
sounds
Two
like
Scoops album.
Yeah.
sounds so.
And it like
I want that.
blends in where it's like it's not like stagnant where it's like you hear birds chirping and then you go over here and you hear
Yeah.
frogs. It's like no.
Oh
it's
my
like,
gosh!
like,
It really
Coffiny.
like you're there. Like it really
Yeah.
does. Like flow. Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
I
Ed
love
Kornhauser
the-
asked me if oh, this is what I did. I
So this
post
is
on my
April 8th.
story. I post on my story like this was the second one I did.
Yeah.
And the first one I did was spontaneous. I chose the songs, and then the second one I did, I posted on my story. What covers is that? He's a good friend of mine.
Oh, really? He's a North County kid.
We we grew up together. And
He's Tim McNally. Shout out to Tim McNally. Love you,
Tim,
bro.
love you, Tim. He used to be my bassist in Heather Nation band. Well, and John Haas is my OG. all
I
the
don't
time.
know John, but I'm friends with him on Facebook.
He's a ripper. Holy.
Ripper
that
Magoo?
guy
Ripper on
plays
what?
music like a motherfucker.
So how does that work? Because I'm not on Facebook anymore.
How does?
So like
But you were at one point. It
at
works
one-
the same way, man.
But check this out. So at one point when I was on Facebook, I was friends with a ton of people that I never met in my fucking life.
Well, yeah. Well, you added. I mean, they added you, and you accepted it. So
Yeah, yeah.
Now you're friends.
So
Facebook friends.
Facebook friends, yeah.
All right.
So there was
I'm gonna check.
there was
I'm gonna
plenty
just
moments
bump that
though.
later on.
Oh, yeah.
There's plenty of moments where like I would have seen these people like walking around the street and we would have never talk or anything. Like
Yeah.
it's
No,
like
I
we
know.
know of each other, but too intimidated to talk in person. What's going on?
Well, I think
I
it's
know.
kind of weird. It's like people are a little bit more shy in person because there's been some people that have added me because I don't add anyone. I just like
Yeah, Facebook. I don't even know anymore.
people add, and then I'll see them at the grocery store or something. I'm like, I know you, but I'm not gonna go up to you. You added me. You know, you come up to me.
Is this like the new Blade Runner?
It's cool,
or-
right?
Kira.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
what
it?
is that from?
No, I don't know, but it says DreamWorks picture in the bottom left. Every
It
guest.
looks like the new Blade Runner.
I know, but it's not because this would all be destroyed.
Wait. Oh. Yeah, oh.
If it's the new
Oh, it's not like the underworld. Like.
or a flashback of the old one.
Yeah, everybody loves it. I don't know if you love it, but everybody
the
always.
new- Oh, that.
No, everybody always comments on it. I was like, I know, it looks cool, I think.
No, I do really like it. It does remind me of the new Blade Runner.
Very shitty popo.
Now, can we show her the disgruntled employee?
Oh, we're getting into some stuff?
Because we're talking about the Urban Outfitters and how you couldn't just quit.
That is so great. Did I ever tell my quitting story on here or no? It's not
Say
like
it before we
it's
show
not,
the video.
It's not, I mean, I don't need to. It's not spectacular.
it before we
but
show
it's just the fact that like you went in, you're like, here's my 2 weeks notice kind of thing.
I was
it's so kind.
nice.
Where
Yeah,
I was reluctantly getting dressed for my last official job, which was at Filippi's Pizza Grotto, or Grotto, as Fernando would say, Grotto, like Anthony's Fish Grotto. Yeah.
Grotto is like sounds like
grody.
a frog
Sounds
noise.
grody.
Grotto.
Yeah. So I was getting the uniform on. I'm all pissed. I just look in the mirror, and then all of a sudden, my face goes.
I'm never coming back.
I was just like, I'm gonna quit today.
Oh, you decided like
That moment.
so funny.
That moment. But it stemmed from.
wasn't premeditated.
It stemmed from the night before, and I don't know if actually Fern was on that gig. Maybe you were.
He's just cracking up.
But
over
the night before, we did a gig in this Persian band I used to play with. And afterwards, I was talking to them. We're all hanging out. I was talking to the people involved, saying, like, I'm thinking about just taking the plunge and doing music. And It was one of the friends in particular was like, dude, just do it. You should do it. Just fucking go for it, right? And so that was on my mind as I was getting dressed. And then that's when I was like, I'm going to quit today. And as I was driving, I was like,
Figure it out later. Yeah.
as I was driving over there, I was like, well, wait a minute. Why even do this shift? Fuck it. So I went in and then like I went in fully with the apron on and everything. I clock in, but then I go up to the manager. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm out. I was like, I'm done. And he's like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, I was offered a tour, which is true. I was offered a tour. And I was like, I'm going to do that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And that was it.
No question.
Yeah, no 2 weeks notice. I was like, fuck this job. I'm just a number to these people anyway.
Now throw that guy
Yeah, now, honestly, because he is me.
Yeah.
He is me. This guy is totally me.
He is me.
All right.
I love it. That's so fun.
Which one is it?
First is that right there.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, I love this so much. Cool song.
Picking up on the tame vibe.
You just lost yourself a customer. You think I own this business? You think I own it? I'm a part-time employee halfway through a 2-week notice. I don't give a shit. Tell my friends not to shop here. Tell them. You think I want 5 other users?
music is like so good.
Tell them. You think you hate this place more than me? I work here. I know the sale ended last week, but can I still get a discount? Do you hear yourself?
That's the best one.
Do you hear yourself? Yeah. Oh my God.
When's it end, Diane?
Diane.
The quantum realm of the You know how much money I spend here? More than you should. Ain't that good? Save your money.
Oh my.
Time. Doesn't matter how much you spend here. We don't thank our donors. BS. Every time I come here, my order gets messed up. Then stop coming.
Seriously.
Every time you come here, your order's messed up. Sounds like you're making the mistake. You're looking inward. You're ordering the wrong shit. I'd like to speak to your manager. I'd like to speak to
Yes. Absolutely.
some of the act of a baby.
Oh my God.
Please. Manager doesn't know what's going on. That's not right. I used to work here. Well, things change. Sorry they didn't run it by you first. Used to work here. Well, I used to be happy. And you walked in.
Oh my God.
Except we don't have
Too much.
He's the best.
Oh my God.
Sam's workshop. The only thing back there is a clipboard with our schedules and some brownies Darcy brought.
Oh my God. Too close. Too close.
Sometimes it's wrong.
Too soon. That's what your ass says. Too soon.
Yell at your computer instead of me. It'll get you the same result. Nothing. This is cheaper at other stores. Then shop there.
Yes. Oh my God.
I don't set the prices. I'm a seasonal employee.
Oh my God.
This is licked.
I don't have time for a second job pretending you're funny.
Oh, this is long. This is extended.
Thank you. You should open
Oh, I saw one of his like little 15-second
Hey,
ones.
let's give a shout out to Scott Says real quick.
Scott Says, Scott
Says.
Sice.
How do you
Scott
pronounce
Says
that?
good
I'm going to say
shit.
Sice.
Sice.
Pretty sicey.
I don't know. I think it's says because then you can make some good puns.
says.
Oh, Scott says this?
Yeah.
Scott saves.
Scott says.
Scott,
funny
you do
shit.
save.
God damn it, Scott.
Shout out to Scott.
We're big fans, Scott.
I like you. You're a good kid.
Yeah.
Good kid.
Good kid.
Speaking of truth.
Speaking, actually, the
Maybe
one.
he'll be your next morning drinker's guest.
God, that'd be funny. That'd be great.
Look at the dead look in his eyes.
Dude, he's looking right at me right now. He's looking right at me.
He's looking into my soul, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Like, I felt that though. Like, do you hear yourself right now?
Yeah. Oh no, the one with the people, like every time I come here, my order is messed up or whatever, and it's like, then stop coming. Like I've literally said that to a customer before.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you coming here? That like I would never go to a restaurant that was consistently bad.
Yeah.
Like just fucking go somewhere else. Why? No one's forcing you to come
funny.
here. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And we talked about this before on the pod. It's like sometimes people just want to be upset.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like
Love
it's
being
almost
pissed.
like their day isn't complete unless they have something to complain about.
It's so true. Like people indulge, like they use it as a little entertainment device. Like you can't, if you, unless you're like dramatic and like suffering about some bullshit in your life, you're not entertained
Nobody wants
enough.
to hear that either.
Nope.
the day.
Except
I know nobody wants to accept it.
Except I don't know if it's the people I'm involved with at work or whatever, but I'm constantly surrounded by one-uppers. The common catchphrase is, "Oh, you think that's bad? Well, let me tell you, dude." It's just like, I'm just gonna shut up next time, like, because I don't want to hear your worst story to a shitty situation I'm trying to vent about. Yeah,
right.
Well, check this out. No.
thanks, right?
At my work, I have these type of people, and damn, no, I know. You know, it's funny because it's like you don't realize, like, it's kind of funny. You like I see. Well, okay, this is me talking. I see the outside world as a reflection of, you know, who I am. Which is,
who you are. I thought I was going to say who we are as a species. But okay.
Yes, that too, for sure. I mean, I just think, like,
I am you and you are me, and I'm inside everybody.
that's like some Beatles. That's like some Beatles or some shit. Or I just think, like,
Do you see it as a reflection?
I'm just always like, huh? Like, does that mean I ever do that shit? Sometimes, like, when I hear annoying like shit, I'm like, do I do that shit? Like,
Give me an
like
example
that.
of what's annoying.
I mean, I'll be around people like that too. Like where they're just trying to relate it. Like they're just all of a sudden they talk about when that happened to them. Like everything you fucking say, they're like, oh yeah, that's when that happened to me. You know, or like, oh yeah, you think that's bad? This happened to me. You know, like talking about some fucking bullshit in your life, and then they like have to make it about
them. Well,
like,
actually, they just have to make it about them because.
And I'm always like, do I ever do that? I hope I never do that. Like I'm always like, I'm never gonna do that again. Like if I ever do that shit.
The people, it's like, hey man, you can talk to me about anything, and then you tell them, and then they're like, okay, well now hear my shit. It's like, hey man, like I'm over here trying to talk.
Have you ever had a conversation with my mother?
No,
exactly what it's like.
It turns into a scolding almost.
No, it turns into if let's say you're telling a story, you're venting.
Yeah.
So you're talking to my mother. Give me something. Give me an example. Just give me something.
Oh yeah, like I don't know, like the other day I was really hot at my gig and
well, that's just like this time at work, this cowork. That's what it's like every goddamn time.
Yeah.
He's like, did you want to hear my story or what?
Yeah. And honestly, it may not have anything to do with the hell I was like.
I made it up.
Yeah, there's like people that can't wait to start talking. Like you could swear that everything they say to you is so that they can say something again.
Yeah.
Like they just like if they ask you a question, it's just so that you can say like a word and then they can start talking.
Or the type of people are like, hey man, like, which song do you like by this artist? And it's like, I like this. Well, let me tell you which one I like. It's like, you should have just told me, hey man, I got a song I want you to check out. Like,
yeah, you can't like try to pit me into it. Like, come on.
It's almost like
just
like
tell me you want to talk to me about your favorite like musician.
Yeah,
like,
it's almost like they're playing chess or something. Like they're anticipating what your move is going to be, and then as soon as you make it, they're like, yeah, exactly. And then but they're not really listening. They're not really taking in.
It's like what we talked about before. When you're upset with someone, you tend to formulate your response before they're even explaining their side of the story. It's like, no. Like I'm gonna prove to you why I'm right.
Right.
Yeah. And you can tell, like when you're talking to people and they're full of shit, or they're on their own shit. You know.
We had an experience.
Did you have an experience on morning drinkers like that?
No. Actually, I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna
bite the tongue.
Do that.
Sometimes you gotta. Just
I'm gonna
keep it,
bleep myself by doing that. I don't even need to bleep myself.
Brake pedal.
Right there.
Brake pedal.
Yeah.
Where's the referee?
He's
He just pops his head up.
Supposed to have the whistle in his mouth.
I'll narrate. Fern is in the corner and he's just popped his head up and is looking at us after grazing on his meal like a cow.
Yeah, it is. I told you it's gonna get toasty.
He's feeling very
toasty.
Bothered.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little
toasty,
muggy,
but you know it's okay because there's a lot of people here.
It's Morning Drinkers podcast.
No, but
Is it because you turned that thing on?
no, that's the air filter, man. Fern wants to turn on the air filter so it get colder in here. Yeah.
That's what's happening. All right.
I felt like there was a video that I had mentioned where I was like, save it for the pod. Like that
you were gonna show us because we were gonna show you. Well, there was one.
There were a couple.
There was one thing actually that Oliver mentioned regarding the grapefruit. And I don't think you're familiar with the grapefruit.
I'm not.
You're not familiar with the
I
grapefruit.
like grapefruit though. Is this gonna
It's
like
the technique to take
tarnish
home.
my
It may do some things to you.
opinion of grapefruit? Because I like grapefruit.
You probably won't look at a grapefruit the same
Or
again.
you'll probably find a different function
Or-
for your
or-
grapefruits.
Hey, maybe you learn to like this idea that you might enjoy this technique.
Burn calories.
Grapefruit technique.
This
Bam.
is, I
Number one hit.
don't even.
Never seen this? You're going to love it.
This is my bonus technique.
Fern, have you ever seen this?
I already like this a lot.
She's amazing.
To share this with you because I believe every man should get grapefruit.
Oh my god!
This is a nice resurrection of the
Stop.
grapefruit technique.
How many times have we showed this on the pod?
Twice, actually. This is actually only the second time.
Oh my god! What the?
I don't think we showed it when Nick
showed
showed
it to us?
I thought it was after.
Red, sweeter, it's easier. If you are allergic to grapefruit or can't use a grapefruit for your medication, you can always use a large navel orange.
For your medication?
What you want to do
Some people use grapefruit as medication.
room temperature. All you have to do is put it
Make
in
it room
water.
temp.
Do not microwave it. Do not boil it.
You hear this, Fern?
Once again,
Take notes. Take notes.
do is roll it.
Oh, that's a good technique
The reason
too.
why I want to roll it is because you
Multiple techniques.
fill it up a little bit. Here, better.
I'm so.
What you're gonna do is you're
Do you know what's gonna happen?
I'm lost. I
Oh,
was
this-
just gonna
this
say
is-
like I'm.
once you do that, you're gonna
I don't know how PG or X-rated this is gonna be. Like
No, it's very
clean
informative.
family fun.
It's informative, is what it is. Educational purposes.
off. Now, all this that you're doing, you will not see any of this preparation because I'm going to tell you that a little bit later. It's a trick. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take it to
Trick.
the other side
Hear that?
and do the same thing. So you should have a grapefruit that has two sides missing. Just
the sounds and everything.
I know.
It's like
This is
fucking-
ASMR right here.
grapefruit approximately the size of your penis. Not make it too
Oh
big,
my
not
god.
too tight, just approximately.
She is like so militant.
Oh, she's
like,
a pro. She's a seasoned vet.
All the way through.
Make sure it goes all the way
Yeah.
through.
Hole in the middle of the grapefruit.
Honestly, is anyone else craving grapefruit?
Now,
Yeah, I mean, especially the juicy
That
sounds.
sounds good, right?
Look at the size of that fucking hole.
I know.
Dude, like, Jesus fuck. That's a gaped grapefruit, dude.
Like grapefruit.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
grapefruit.
grapefruit.
Why aren't we calling it that? Like, yo, I want to get grapefruited, dude.
Boom. There it is. We just discovered
I'll
something
send you a contract.
beautiful.
you don't want any of that. So this is what you do. Say, baby, you know what? Tonight, I want to do something a little freaky.
It's all like fleshy colored and
This is
shit.
what you do with your man. This is what she's describing.
Blindfold yourself.
She's so.
You're like, I
Yeah. Now.
The bed, you smell the citrus in the air. He thinks you have all these sort of secrets or something.
Secrets, plural, Victoria's
secrets.
Secrets.
Well, she does have multiple secrets. Here we go. Here we go.
She's a man.
Here we go. Here we go. Check it out. This is incredible.
Nice and wet. What you're gonna do
so casual.
You got to be kidding me right now.
Now she's going with the
Who
grapefruit.
is this freaking?
Dude, that,
The side shot is what gets me every single time, dude. God.
I feel like you need to put like a heavy metal song like
I
while
know.
she's doing this side shot.
well, I'm glad you said that
'Cause it's
because there
like-
was a guy who played Guitar Hero and had this going on.
Forgot about that.
I just for some reason pictured like fucking crazy.
It was like an
ass
Asian guy.
heavy metal. Like
Can we look that up?
like there needs to be a hand above
Yeah.
her while she's doing that shit. Oh my god, I can't with her right now. Wait, I'm stressed.
So how do you
because
feel? How do you feel about
Here's
that?
my one stressor. I feel like that was funny as fuck.
But you would never try
But-
it.
I would never like lube my fucking thingy with a grapefruit
First
juice.
of
with
all,
grapefruit.
Well,
this is clearly for oral stimulation,
Yeah.
not penetration.
Yeah.
This is after the show.
It's- yeah.
It's just, this is the finisher.
Or it's just,
Well-
or it's just, hey, I'm gonna treat you.
I don't know about putting grapefruit juice on my like
on your man.
on my sexual organs. Like that
It's
doesn't
not gonna
seem
be on
right.
yours. It's not gonna be on yours.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it's like to have a guy part, so I guess I can't answer the question.
Because we're all external.
But see, yeah, it's external, so it's not gonna
Exactly.
really do anything.
Yeah.
And then if there's someone that's like her, she's gonna
okay,
lap that shit up.
if I was a man, here I'll tell you.
Okay, if
If
you're
I
a
was a
man.
man and I saw that video, and then my girl one night was like, "Hey, baby, guess what? I saw that video you showed me."
Yeah.
And I was like, and I'd be like this.
I'd be pumped.
Okay, let's
I'd be
go.
blindfolding
I'd be like,
myself
okay, let's
right
go.
now.
And then as soon as she
I'd be like,
started,
jackets.
Or you know what? I wouldn't even blindfold because
as
I know
soon
what's
as
happening.
she started, I would just start busting up laughing.
No.
like,
I would be like,
Okay, see,
pure-
now we're at different.
yeah. You lost us because I would be honestly, I would be like, this. Is
Well,
gonna be
cheers to
incredible.
having your first female on the show.
Yeah. Hey, well, you don't like
that's
your, you
how-
don't like it? I'll have it if you don't
But I
like it.
haven't
That's
sipped this one in a while.
called the difference of nature.
Sure, whatever it is.
It's called wanting
So-
to get grapefruited
so-
or not. Grapefruited.
What we have here is
Grapefruit.
Fern playing Guitar Hero,
Fern playing guitar.
and
Wait, doesn't this one start off a little?
it starts off different,
Yeah. Because
I'm
it threw us off. We were like, what the fuck is
and
this?
then it gets gate. And man down, we have
Happened
a
on the
man
pod.
down
It
already.
happened on the pod.
And what are we? Just 40 minutes in,
Wow.
and you blew it. That's Cretan, dude. That's Cretan.
I like just 40 minutes in
Just
because
deep.
this is a 5-hour podcast.
Hey, it can be if you want.
Just 40 minutes in.
Why is that long for you?
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
Exactly. I mean, you
Just
saw the
makes it
grapefruit.
sound like it.
You saw the grapefruit.
I saw the
I'm good, dude.
That's
Like,
not,
I'm
that's,
saw the
sorry.
grapefruit.
that's not the showstopper. That's just the aperitif.
That's the pen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aperitif.
So
Let me spell it for you.
Look how happy he is too.
this guy,
What the fuck
He
is this
trolled me.
song?
He trolled me with this.
he basically rickrolled us here.
Yeah, that's a good. Because we're like, what the fuck is this? Because it
Yeah.
got suggested to us from the other one.
Yeah.
Plankton. Those things aren't what fun is all about. Now, do it like this.
So he does rickroll us. He rickrolls us, and I was like, okay.
Be a woman of your word. Now you have to get his penis erect.
Oh my God.
Look at his face.
What you're gonna do is replace the grapefruit from your mouth. You're gonna twist up and down on his shaft, stuff the head at the same time.
Dude, the face of concentration,
I
man.
He has no idea what she's talking about.
He's
Like
going
he,
for that high score.
Fern's killing it right now. Hey, did you see that? Did you see that? Heather, I don't know if you saw
I
that.
didn't see it.
I don't think you
little
saw
hammer
it.
During the
pull?
little break.
little hammer
Look, he hammer out my ear.
Oh my God.
Now, ladies, remember, grapefruit.
So yeah.
What the fuck with Guitar Hero? My mind is like, I can't with this Guitar Hero thing.
I think it's one of the DLCs.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in high school, I would play Guitar Hero and I was like, oh, this is fun. You know, it was,
Never played the.
So this is what it's like to have a glitch in the matrix here, which can bring us to our next.
have you guys seen that Mark, how do you say his like Ribier?
Yeah, this guy.
That one
yeah.
where he's in the brewery, like, and he's like, I just want to fuck. That's like that song. Oh, it's his funniest video. It's the OG Mark Ribier. And it's like, you can put, I can't remember. How does it go, Fern? It's like
Oh wait, why am I doing it there?
Mark Ribier, like,
Brewery. Let's just do brewery.
yeah, brewery. Because then
This.
it's short. Like, let me in, I'm trying to fuck. That one right there. This is so fucking. I mean, this is the full version. I've never seen it.
This guy's got a weird like body, right? Or it's just me.
I mean,
Did they pitch it up?
my favorite thing is that obviously he's like not an established, like this is, he's playing at a brewery for a
No,
couple
but
$100 or
he's
whatever.
established now.
Well, no, but I'm saying this is back when he's
Right.
he's playing
He's
at a
been on
brewery for a couple
YME.
$100 or whatever. And these people, their reactions, they're just waiting to hear like,
Dude, hey, doesn't that look like Steven Gentilali? It looks like Steven Gentilali, huh? It's definitely. I don't know. That's the best part. I want to know what.
waitress.
Yeah.
He's like,
Dude, that's so crazy.
I know, and now he's like a super like this.
Oh,
guy's
he's
huge.
created the persona.
He's got like millions of followers now,
Yeah.
I think.
Thank you.
That's the best part. Thank you.
I know, right? Like, fuck y'all. I love that shit.
Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, I love the one with,
Yeah, Erica's Badu.
especially that little. You know, they post like a clip of like kind of the juicy parts. Yeah, exactly. And you want to really see the juicy parts. Yeah. Like, let's face it.
So
We always want to see juicy parts.
what are we gonna dive into?
There was,
I'm
I'm so bummed. I'm gonna remember it like on the drive home or something because I feel like there was something where I was like, we gotta save it for the pod.
Oh, that's what I was gonna get into before you brought up this.
Oh, yeah,
It was the simulation.
yeah, the simulation.
Oh, there was that.
Oh, there was
definitely
something
that.
else you were gonna say?
There was something else, but it's cool. I
thought it
remember
was a
the
simulation.
No, I remember that.
Before we,
were
get
talking.
into the simulation, have y'all ever seen deaf people argue?
No, but my neighbor, she has a deaf dog. And I was like, does he have a name?
Check your textbook. Check your text.
Whoa.
I sent you guys part of my deep dive to deaf.
So
people.
fuck me, right?
We're gonna go into it after. It's only like 20 seconds.
No. I just want to know, like, do people name their deaf dogs because why?
That's a good fucking question.
God.
That's my
Good
point.
fucking question.
I wanted to ask her. I was like, well, does it have a name? Like,
I'm speechless.
right?
Yeah, how do you call it?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Or do you just hold out some bacon or something?
This is some psychological shit because
Yeah.
it's like, what is a name and why is it there? If you can't hear it, then does it?
Does it really make sense?
But then again, if you couldn't hear your name, would we bum you didn't have a fucking
well, there are
name?
deaf people, but the thing is,
I was gonna say there's a lot of those videos of like deaf people getting those like internal implants and they hear their name for the first time and it's really hard.
It's kind of funny you bring up deaf people because I was like telling Brian I feel stupid for only knowing one language, but I took American Sign Language, so that's the closest. I feel so.
it's
stupid.
funny.
Then maybe
only
you
knowing
can help us
one
translate.
No. She was like, it's funny that you said deaf people because I felt stupid.
Let me tell you something real quick, Brian.
I was like, wait, where are you going with this? You hear
like
that, deaf
confessing
people?
to
No,
you.
you don't hear deaf people.
So do you mind translating for us then?
I don't think I know much of it anymore.
Well, let's see if you can pick up something
What am I looking up? Sorry.
in your text.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is this a deaf people arguing?
It's
Second one?
right there. Yeah.
Deaf fight.
Honestly, it's
That's a great
cringy at the
name of
beginning
like
'cause,
a
like, he puts his
band.
hand-
Deaf Fight.
put the volume up because
Volume is up. Oh.
Whoa, damn.
Oh. Oh shit, they are deaf. Oh, this is weird. Imagine like just not knowing. You're like, what's happening right now? Whoa.
No, that's a thing. Actually, is like.
You watch deaf people fight a lot? Oh.
that's what I'm saying. It's like
Well, that's
I
not.
kind of want to know what's going on.
Well. Oh, we need someone that could speak sign.
I think someone in the comments like was able to translate, but
Yeah, but we have to just take their word for it. They have no idea. We don't know if they
exactly
know.
that's the thing though. It's like
Look, she's going. Oh, great. Really? You're saying that again? Oh, and now he's saying, "Oh, I'm pregnant. Like, help me."
Oh, they fucked?
Or oh yeah, I don't know. Like, I thought that was pregnant. Like, he keeps going like this, and this is pregnant.
Pregnant, yeah.
I think, but they're like yelling at each other, and you know how when you repeat words and stuff, they're kind of doing that. Like, obviously, she's
But I feel like her vibe or her mannerisms right now are like, okay, say your
he's
shit.
saying,
Say your
"I
shit."
love you. We're over. Why?"
He's saying, I love you, but we're over? Maybe she cheated? She found a better deaf?
Oh, shit,
So,
what does this mean? I don't remember. Oh God. Yeah, because when you're deaf,
Oh, she's smacking him again.
when you're deaf, you still have the inclination to use your voice because that's like what happens.
the natural like
Ex-
expression. It's like hear me out, motherfucker. Yeah.
Exactly. So
I
actually,
can't.
deaf people make a good amount of like sound when they talk with their hands.
Right.
So after doing my
But dogs don't.
And by the way, like,
That's my point. Like, I
this is all just to kind of go back to the dog thing.
yeah.
No, but actually, like, you know how when we're humans, like, I'm not telling you everything in one tone. Like, if I said everything like
Yeah,
this
it's
to you
very
guys with no
monotone.
volume and no notation, then it would just start
There's
to,
no
what
feeling.
the fuck, right?
Yeah.
So they use their faces to do that. So deaf people use their faces for things like
Notice it like bulging
your
eyes
tone of
and
voice,
stuff.
you know?
Now, do they do that instinctually, or they like learn this in deaf school?
I mean, I think it's part of learning your language. Like when you're deaf, you have to learn sign language for whatever country, right? You have to learn your country's sign language. So
Why isn't there just a universal sign?
why isn't there a universal language?
Because I feel like there would be less words if you're doing stuff with
Why not do that with verbalization as well then? I mean, I'm just posing your question with another form of speaking.
I guess
saying
that's a
that
good question,
Your
but-
answer lies in
Well, yes and no.
kind of impossible.
No,
to-
yes and no, because you could do a little bit more with the voice, especially when you have tonal languages. Whereas this is always going to be this or something. You know, I don't know.
I see what you're saying is that
Yeah.
like there's less variation in like physical movements.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hard question, I guess who knows the answer? Like I don't know the answer actually to why there isn't one universal sign language, a worldly sign language.
Yeah.
Maybe there is.
Yeah, we just,
Plus, I took sign language.
Or
like,
is it one
15
of
years
those
ago.
where it's like American Sign Language is pretty much known throughout? Like how in like to do science and government and like they usually
right.
I mean, it used to be French.
We're on our way
I was
to
going to say French and English.
we're on our
right?
way to the universal language with the whole Neuralink and Google thing where
Where you don't have that to
Whoa,
speak.
what the fuck?
just-
Oh my
we haven't
God.
heard
Other-
like there's apps. I think it's Google has the app where
Oh, that's how I traveled throughout Japan.
yeah,
Indonesia.
Like they'll say it and immediately it'll translate it.
Wait, what?
Like that you could be speaking, for example, Japanese or whatever,
Yeah.
and it'll immediately like as soon as you speak it, it'll immediately like
Translated.
translate it to your language. Yeah,
But how are you hearing it? I don't get it.
you'll
Through a
hear it in your
speaker.
language.
Yeah.
They'll say it, but you'll hear it in your language.
No.
So like you speak, it
How?
goes through a filter in the
Yeah.
phone and it comes out in the language
Yeah.
of my preference.
when
So
you're on the phone or when you're right next to each other?
right next to
Either
you,
or.
yeah, because you
So
could.
you're hearing them, but it's almost like there's a.
They'll be saying something in.
But
You
it's
always have
almost
to
like
wait,
there's a
yeah.
translator right here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Your phone's the translator.
What the?
But like that's gonna be expedited, especially
like-
with things like Neuralink, where it's just you're gonna hear and then your brain's gonna.
That seems like it.
That's Tower of Babel shit. We're getting biblical.
I was about to
That's
say,
crazy.
isn't that some biblical shit?
Yeah,
Where,
Tower of
they had
Babel.
The flames over the head. Everyone spoke in different tongues, but everyone understood each other.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the Tower of Babel fell.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, we don't understand each other. And then that's the story of why we have different languages in the world if we're going biblical with it.
If we're going biblical, yeah.
Yeah.
If we're going biblical.
And we're going to go biblical with
We're
it.
gonna stay biblical.
Yeah.
No, because in this simulation that we're in,
Do you believe in the simulation?
who's to say
theory?
that the guy that's controlling me right now was like, you know what? I felt like
Remember
I
when-
speak German, but this guy's gonna speak Spanish. Like,
Right.
Remember, we I don't know about that shit.
well,
Oh, yeah, you
that's
don't
just
know
a
That's
little
our next-
taste.
that's our
just a little
segue.
taste.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
Okay.
our
So the
segue.
simulation theory essentially is, I mean, basically what it is.
Truman Show.
It's not necessarily that. Like I at least I envision the simulation theory as what we do with The Sims, the video game. Is that's what
That's
we
happening
are.
to us.
That's what we are. We're actually living in a simulation, and none of this is essentially real.
Someone else is using
here's,
our lives for entertainment.
Here's something interesting: is that like I have really vivid dreams, and they like influence the way that I like see
That's them
my
programming.
life
That's them
potentially.
programming.
So here's what I have always thought: like
Okay.
since I was a little girl too, like I've had really vivid ass dreams, and like some of them are reoccurring. And
I have vivid ass dreams too. Let me tell you.
And so
I
I'm just
got-
like, okay, dreams, my life.
Right. I'm gonna get another
Which one is what? And what are like which one is more of what? Like I'm just trying to say in a really vague way.
The next episode we're gonna do like totems and shit. Like each other like tip it over.
Oh my god. I just think sometimes that like I wonder like which one of them is more real. The things that happen in my dreams or like this life.
Because sometimes
What if your dreams is actually the real part?
That's what I'm saying is
Yeah.
like I wonder. I'm like cuz sometimes I wake up and I have like my energy zapped throughout like my wakeful day and I just think I have this instinct. Like and I'm a super instinctual person, like it's usually right. But I have this instinct that like the dream world is real. It's a reality and that it like contributes to my energy levels the next day in this reality.
Well, I mean,
So lucid dreaming, maybe.
No. That's
Or
different.
just that the dream world is
No,
like
I'm
a new
saying,
place
so, like-
entirely, or I don't know.
but based on
Have you tried it?
I did. I tried it a lot in high school. I tried the thing where you like give yourself repetitive questions throughout the day. So
And it still felt like it was the real world. Like you look forward to going to sleep. So how would you still question if it's what's real if you're consciously going into the dream world?
I'm not consciously doing it.
I've
just
never done it, so I don't know. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just saying that.
But isn't the act of lucid dreaming more of a conscious effort?
Exactly, which
So-
I don't do. I just have vivid
You just-
dreams,
you just
and I just
enter.
wonder in my wakeful life if it's just as real of a reality. I wonder if those dreams are like another world.
Another world,
And
or
so
the
you're trying
real
to say
world?
simulation and stuff. So I'm just sort of like furthering that concept by saying I am actually not sure that there's two like Heather realities.
Well, there might
Like
be multiple
two-
realities.
I think there's multiple.
well,
Like I'm a big sci-fi fan too.
I am too. So
so I just think
you
there's
believe
alternate universe.
so like some string theory shit,
I think our dreams are an alternate universe of us.
like a portal into not necessarily another dimension, but just we hop and skip to.
And maybe in our sleep we're able to like see in some way
We're able to traverse multiple universes.
or watch it like a movie.
We could watch. Ooh, that's like Man in
'Cause-
the High Castle kind of shit. You ever
Because
seen that?
I've never seen it, but
You have
Interstellar
Amazon?
though, yeah. And
Man in the High Castle. At least the first season for sure.
okay, so it's a series. I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
a movie or a series.
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
that one's a trip.
I'll check it out.
It basically premise, without spoiling too much because it goes right into it, is they live in a essentially a universe or a time. Their world is what would have happened if the Japanese and the Germans or the Nazis won World War II.
Oh shit.
And so like that's
Yeah.
how the universe is. But like I said, not to spoil too much, but this happens in the first episode. So you see, there's a series of films that they're watching, and they're basically watching what really happened. Where they're seeing that we dropped the bombs on Japan, and they're like, "What is this?" And then they're like, "This is real. This is what could happen." So they address the fact that you can cross over.
Wow. Yeah, I love shit like that.
that's-
I love. Yeah.
Well, Philip K.
Is it Man in the High Castle?
Man,
or?
No. Yeah, Man in the High Castle. Well, because that kind of touches on like the alternate universe kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Philip K. Dick is actually the one that wrote Blade Runner.
Oh yeah, I
And
was
he
gonna
wrote
say.
that. He wrote that book.
So I think I saw that like advertised, and we were thinking like, hubby and I were thinking we should definitely watch that.
Check it out.
Definitely check it
I
out.
didn't like it that much after the first season.
That's what I said. I watched like the first 2 seasons. I thought were really good, and then I thought it kind of
But
like.
I mean,
That's
isn't that most shows? Yeah.
You're right.
It's like they try to extend it more than it should have
If
been.
you're a
like,
tasteful human being and you have a brain,
Well,
you're like,
it's-
okay.
They for sure embellished because the book itself is like 245 pages.
Oh.
They have 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
For real?
So
I
like
know.
there are some solid
Draw it
like
out.
shows that would have been great if there were only like 3 seasons. But they go to 8.
Dark.
So many shows.
You're into sci-fi. Did you ever see Dark?
No, because I mean, a bunch of people have been recommending that to me, but I'm just like not. I don't know. Sometimes the too stressful ones.
I mean, too stressful. It's not stressful.
I
It's
love your
stressful. It's
reaction.
entertainment. It's entertainment. Is it because it's German and you have to read?
No, but like when they're
German.
like
I've been watching-
when it's like kind of depressing.
Germans are depressing.
I can't
I was
watch
gonna say
depressing
that.
shit. I can't watch depressing shit that much. But people have been like, "Oh, you should watch Dark." And when I'm into a show, I watch like the whole thing. And yeah,
30 episodes.
I'm afraid to get.
10 episodes
I'm
a
afraid to
season?
go down the
3
rabbit
seasons
hole.
and
You
they're
know what
done.
I'm saying?
I've been watching Ragnarok.
Oh my god!
And it's
I
Nordic.
fucking love that
Sounds very
show.
Nordic. Sounds very Thor.
Yeah, it is. It's about Thor.
Yeah.
And yeah, reading subtitles does get kind of annoying after a while.
I know, but no,
because it's a season. That's why if it's a movie.
overdubbed. The Ragnarok is overdubbed. You haven't.
He doesn't do that.
I'm a purist.
He needs to hear it in
Okay.
its purest
I need to struggle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So otherwise, how's he
get
going
it.
to complain on the pod?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Which, by the way, I also get a lot of like I get a kick
funny.
from listening to like the shows or whatever in their native whatever and
Language.
Native
the
language.
word.
And I'll read them in I watch shows with Spanish subtitles, so
Yeah.
I'll try to like see if like the word
Oh, the translation's correct or something.
correct or like if it sounds like it or
yeah.
like I'll try to like translate it like
not.
by how it sounds, and it's Nordic doesn't work like English does.
No language really can be translated directly, dude. It's
That's crazy. I watch it like
I know
with
the Bible's
subtitles, but also overdubbed. But the subtitles are there, and the overdub and the subtitle, even though it's English subtitles and English overdub, are like vastly different.
Yeah,
Like,
I've
every,
noticed that.
every other line is like totally
I've noticed
different.
that especially with like Spanish shows as well.
And I also
dude, because
checked,
you can't directly
like,
translate.
like hubby and I love that show, Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're already done with the recent season.
It's really good?
It's just good. It's,
What is it on?
Netflix.
It's based
Netflix?
on Thor.
Nordic.
No,
and,
I said
like-
what's it on? I know it.
Netflix. It's based on Nordic theology.
Yeah.
You guys just said that 3
Obviously,
times.
yeah.
One
But
more
it's on
time,
Netflix.
One more time, and I'll
It's on
understand.
Netflix. And
It's cool because like
it's
hubby
kind
and
of
I,
Nordic.
Oh, okay.
hubby and I were like, the mother's voice in the show, the mother has the weirdest voice. And so hubby and I were like obsessed with her weird ass English overdubbing. So we put it on
And it sounds completely different.
in whatever language they're speaking, right? And it's
Norse.
the same. It's the same actors overdubbed it in English.
Oh.
Because it's all the same voices.
Oh, trippy.
Oh, okay.
So she just has a weird
blew
voice.
my fucking
So she just has a
mind.
weird voice.
So we put it back on the English overdubs,
Uh-huh.
and it's the same voices. And like I hear that shit.
So
man.
so check this out. When I was watching the show You with my
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah, I like that.
So my my Netflix, like the settings and everything is in Spanish.
Yeah.
And
Everything. Your phone is too. Yeah.
So when you're because if you're Netflix, like the settings are in Spanish, it automatically puts everything in
English
in
subtitle.
Spanish.
Oh, so yeah, that's right. You're right.
So in the show You, when they show like text conversations,
Yeah.
they're in Spanish.
Whoa!
they went that deep?
They
on
went
the,
that
on the
deep.
iPhone
On the
screen.
iPhone, dude. Because I remember like,
Whoa.
so I remember
Damn.
like I'm watching it in English because I'm watching it with my lady, and she was like, "Why are the text in Spanish?"
Whoa.
And it was like, "Vas a ir al party, güey?" Like that, like yeah, dude. Like what the fuck?
Season 2.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Amazing. I'm like fascinated by
Yeah,
that.
that's kind of dope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch everything to Spanish. I need to see this live.
Portuguese.
Yeah, I need,
You guys are gonna be mad at me, but I'm fading fast.
that's okay.
But I want to see
this.
this. I want to see the simulation. Like I want to know about simulation.
Oh shit, we like we always do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, except for what we did was we started talking about it, and then we started talking about how the dreams and
do the Google search first, so we can at least get that out there.
like how dreams in the real world kind of.
Okay, go
So
on.
if you've ever seen the show Westworld, that kind of touches the simulation.
That's another
theory.
one that's been recommended a bunch, but I don't have HBO, and I should.
I don't have
I
No,
just-
you don't.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
well, okay.
so-
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Okay, so simulation hypothesis or simulation theory is a proposal regarding the nature of existence. The proposal is that all current existence, including the Earth and the rest of the universe, could in fact be an artificial simulation, such as a computer simulation. Some versions rely on the development of a simulated reality, a proposed technology that would be able to convince its inhabitants that simulation was real. This is very Matrix-esque, right? Simulation hypothesis bears a close resemblance to various skeptical scenarios from throughout the history of philosophy. That's true, actually. I was thinking about like the allegory of the cave kind of thing. Right? Plato's, yeah. The hypothesis was popularized in its current form by Nick Bostrom, whatever.
Or like when people talk about like more senses than the
Yeah,
human is able
correct.
to reach, like
people maybe even being like
that we're aware
intuitive.
of. Exactly, empaths,
They're
clairvoyance,
on the Z-axis.
on different levels, like reading people's auras and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah, you were talking about auras.
Which-
Yeah.
God damn, dude. I'm sorry. It's just
You're not an aura guy.
I was exposed to many of those aura readers.
Oh yeah. So you don't know this about Oliver. Oliver's mother, she got into some stuff.
Some very spiritual, mythful. No, not. What's the word? I forget what it's called, but like mysticism.
Yeah, Mrs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And his mom like tried every religion, like dabbled in a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So when I was like a freshman in high school, my mom was like doing Reiki and shit, putting hot stones on me and like spinning pendulums over my forehead. Like
That's like my world. Like that's
While
yeah.
going to a Catholic school.
I mean, yeah, that's the part I never touched. Like,
Where he's
holy
like, Mom, they're
shit.
not teaching us this stuff.
That's a crazy like meshing of the world.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying,
You're like,
yeah.
wait, what? Which one do I listen to?
Yeah, he's like in religion class, like, That's not what my mom does at home.
So
We do something completely different in my house.
oh my God. And you're just like, what do I listen to?
So yeah, this is a. I'm not going to read this whole thing. That's long.
Yeah. But basically, you're not living your life. Someone else is living it for you.
That's so crazy.
Or someone created the world for you.
This
basically-
is interesting. The origins is really
Yeah,
interesting.
okay, there's a long philosophical and scientific theory to the underlying thesis that reality is an illusion. 1 second, baby. This skeptical hypothesis can be traced back to antiquity. For example, to the butterfly dream by Oliver.
Juvenci.
There it is. Or the Indian philosophy of Maya.
Zhuangdan.
Or in ancient Greek philosophy, Anaxarchus. I love that. Anaxarchus. Likened existing things to a scene painting and suppose them to resemble the impressions experienced in sleep or madness.
I mean, there's that classic image of the realm of the rim of our inner world, and then
Right.
the guy piercing through it, and then there being the rest of like existence. Or
Yeah.
have you guys ever seen that painting?
Called a version, a hypothesis that was also theorized as part of philosopher René Descartes,
Yeah.
who famously said, "You got it. Come on, cogito.
Cogito ergo sum. I mean, it's Latin.
I think therefore I am."
I
Which
am.
Jim Jeffries makes the best bit in one of his stand-ups where he says like, I think I'm on stage talking to all you.
Tioto? Omo Tioto?
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna get into that. Yeah,
funny.
that's the creation gold.
Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah. Well,
So
he's just obsessed with Aztec.
Love it.
now, one thing I wanted to bring up was in Catholicism, one thing they always teach is that like all your choices, everything in life is premeditated by God. So
That's
everything's in God's
interesting.
hands. So wouldn't that be the same thing? So it's like free will. There is no fucking free will because at the end of the day,
Right when
someone
you
else
guys
already
started
made the
talking
decision
about
for
that
you.
shit, I
No.
thought of that.
So simulation, right? So Jesus is the simulation.
No,
I thought of that.
no.
God knows everybody's plan. Like
No. So that's the conundrum, because what we were taught is that yes, you are granted free will. However, things happen according to God's plan. Now, that if I understand what they were trying to say, is that God can foresee everything.
All
So it does-
decisions you make.
So it doesn't. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you have free will or not. He knows the outcome.
Or it's
and
more
that's his
like-
ultimate plan, because he's already devised everything. It's not that he's pulling the strings. He it.
created the video game that knows every
Exactly.
possible It's the algorithm.
Yeah.
well, and I think it's more like this, like
Choose your own adventure kind of book.
God or the universe, like the higher power, whatever you want to
The architect
freaking
of
call
the
it.
universe.
The architect of the
That's
universe.
what the Freemasons say.
As soon as
Oracle.
someone is born, there's this giant book that appears on the shelf, but the archetype of the fucking creator of the universe did not write the book. It just appears, so he can read the whole thing, and he probably is able to, like fucking Data on Star Trek can just like look at something and read it immediately.
Orb of truth.
Yeah, but the book just appears
just
when
open that.
someone's born. So everyone's free will is still there. It's just that it's not that there's a premeditated choice. It's just that
So can you open up?
it's already written, but you're able to make it. It's just that somewhere in the universe knows which choice you're going to make.
So I'm glad you bring this up because I want you to bring
You still feel like
Yeah.
you know what you can, like you have your willpower.
Right.
open up that deep dive I did.
But that's good. That's not what relates.
it's got because I want to say like, do you think God knew that this was gonna happen?
Okay. That's a nice tangent.
So what could go wrong? Not
Oh,
that
it's not this one?
No.
Okay.
He knew that one was happening right there. That one. So do you think God knew what was gonna happen if you put a bunch of fireworks in a hot air balloon?
I mean, that's the other part of the conversation.
Well, no, because this is the free will. He knows what's going to happen for sure.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. The
So-
book is already written, so
Yeah.
disastrous shit can happen.
Yeah.
So that's why it's funny
So-
when people curse God, like when bad
Yeah,
shit happens.
right.
It's like, no, you don't get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit. And they're still filming. They're still filming. I'd be running so fast.
So do you think God knew that
it's
was
so
gonna
fucked
happen?
up.
Wow.
So fucked up.
Okay, I'm going to show you something else that's really fucked
Okay,
up.
last video, and then I'm
We have
like
one more video.
loopy
We have
as
two more
fuck
videos.
right now.
We have two more videos. Loopy is the best part. She's got to see The guy getting hit in YMH.
I don't think that's her thing, though.
I know, but that's why we got to know if it is.
I don't think it's her thing.
We need to see if that's how she feels about it.
We're gonna laugh, and she's gonna look at us like, "You guys are fucking."
She can judge.
Put her on. Your mom's house.
What? How do I like?
But YMH guy, that's the most infamous. Right there, it's #1 hit.
We need to just know how you feel about this man.
Right there.
And this actually, this might be a Fern thing, but this is nice.
We'll get your input into it as well.
But this is nice to know because, like I said, Heather's our first female guest.
Yeah.
And we would like to know, this is a nice difference between the male and female brain. And let's see if you find this to be humorous in any way, shape, or form. So this guy's just going to get like a standard oil change. He's backing his car into the garage. No big deal. This, I believe, is somewhere in China, right?
Or Taiwan.
The Chinese would call that Chinese Taipei.
By the way, John Cena apologizing.
I saw that, yeah. So he's backing in.
He's rapping.
Oh my god.
The guy gets.
Oh no.
That's the best part. He's like, "Hey, did I get you? My bad." Hey, my bad.
The best part,
Or he's like, "Are you still gonna fix it, right?"
the best part is the bakuna. Wait. Right here. That's the
Like
best
actually, the song goes Barracuda.
Yeah, bakuna.
We've seen this video
So many
and
times.
I still crack the fuck.
That's the best.
I mean, you know what? I do have a guilty place in my.
You laughed. I saw you laugh a little bit.
So you-
What the fuck? I have a guilty place in my heart for like that kind of shit. We were talking about Russian dash cams and shit. So
That's
I mean,
true, yeah.
I kind of have
Okay,
a.
so you-
I'm kind of fucked up in that way.
I
So
like that. I
get
like
a girly girl on
Okay,
here, and you
so
tell.
here, what we're
she can tell you
seeing-
what she thinks.
We're seeing is a sale going on
In Walmart.
at Walmart in Michoacan.
my
And they're having a cock
You can have a cockfight inside
in the middle of the Walmart.
using
And
cereal
like, look at
boxes
them,
as like
like the woman and her baby on the.
you get your drinks.
Oh
This
my
is so
God.
Mexican, dude. I love it.
Now
What's
And
up with
there's
this
drinks at the
dough?
bottom and stuff.
That's
that's the
dope.
chasers.
Oh my god.
People of Walmart.
People of
So this was part of Oliver's deep dives. This is something we like to do towards the end of the show. We just kind of.
So funny.
show what I've been looking at on the interwebs.
Okay, I like it.
But anyway, we'll
so
wrap
good.
this up. We'll wrap this sucker up. It
Thank you for
Well,
joining us.
That was super fun.
was fun,
I
right?
hope so.
And honestly,
I had fun.
we'll definitely do it again soon when we're all energized.
Yeah, because you guys
Sounds
played
good.
a gig.
We played.
Oh, it was a weird one too.
We came from a
But it was
gig.
good.
I mean, Fern and I had a gig last night. Then Fern
Yeah.
had church too. So it's just like
Yeah.
we're all
Whoo-wee.
exhausted.
We had our thing going, yeah.
But it was fun. I look forward to doing it again. I know you have a
was
anything
gonna
you want to plug? 'Cause
Yeah.
I know you have a.
You do you want?
No,
Yeah.
Fern's gonna.
Oh, yeah,
This isn't an episode. Fern's not here. Fern's not here.
Oh my god.
Anything you wanna plug?
Anything you want to plug? Well, got a couple singles coming out, so look out for that.
Do you know the date or not yet?
We are going to be
You don't wanna announce
tentative. Well,
it. You don't have to announce it. You don't have to announce it.
so I
on-
know that late July.
Okay,
is, we're aiming for a release on late July.
Okay,
in late
because
July.
last week at our rehearsal, you mentioned about this, and I said it'd be cool to have the Heather Nation band join
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So then we would like announce, when the single is happening, and then we could actually
Okay.
have,
Okay.
you know,
Then
Yeah.
we'll wait for all you folks to come back.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
and then we'll
but there's shows and stuff. We'll
cultivate.
Heather Nation
Yeah.
Music. Check
Heather
out the
Nation
calendar.
music. Yeah, the website. What is it? Sorry.
HeatherNationMusic.com.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like and subscribe,
Yeah,
everyone.
like and subscribe. Do everything.
Morning drinkers.
Morning drinkers. Anyway, we're out. You got anything you got to plug?
Just the same one from last time. I sent you the flyer. I think it's in your text. if you wanna
Beautiful.
Throw that up.
We'll do it.
I'm doing the North Park Book Fair on July 17th at Verbatim Books.
Beautiful.
So check that out.
Nice.
Perfect. Sounds good. We is out.
Peace.